Hello, family. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. Depending on your time zone, this is Ange, your 21st century virtual nurse. Call me 21st century virtual nurse and let me calmly respond. Hello, how you doing? I hope you all doing wonderful. I posted a question before, so let me ask you, are you busy or productive? If you are busy, stop being busy and start being productive. All the busybodies in the house. So, how to stop being busy and start being productive? When we say being busy, it's something lots of people or most of us aspire to be these days, right? How do you answer? So how often do you answer the question, how are you with being busy? How are you busy? Like, how are you busy? Being busy means that you do not have the time to accept dinner, or if you are too busy, you don't have the time to accept dinner or movie invitation. When friends invite you for dinner once in a while, you tell them, I'm too busy, because you have something in your mind, you have something else to do, so you don't have time for socialization even once in a while. Hello, Augustine, how are you doing? So being busy often means that you work overtime, you overwork yourself, you work overtime and have the illusion, it's all in your head, that you have less time than you actually have. When you are too busy, you have an illusion that you have less time. We all have 24 hours in a day. So you can't tell me your time is so important than anybody else. When you have that illusion that you are busy, you don't have time, it can prevent you from finishing your task, your work, your chores, and accepting the challenge of longer or exciting tasks. If you are busy and not productive, you stick to one task forever, and that prevents you from moving or accepting other challenging tasks because you think you are too busy to do anything else. Somehow, these days, being busy means being successful. People think when they are busy, it means they are being successful. That's an illusion. Like I said before, for some people, that's what it is. For some people, they think being busy, it means being successful. But business has nothing to do with success. But you are not going to be successful. You won't be successful if you are busy. You are going to be successful if you are productive. So business is different from productivity. People mistake it, but they are completely two different things. Productivity and business are different. They are different, but most people think they are the same. They can never be the same. I can be busy jumping around, going back and forth without being productive, and I can just focus on something that will yield much results, maybe in an hour or two. And somebody will be, how many people don't get up, they don't have any plan, so they move from one place to the other, they tackle this job. Hello, Jennifer, how are you doing? And then they move on to another without finishing. You see them so busy, but at the end of the day, they can't account for anything. Greetings to you, sis, and everyone. Oh, Sister Joa Odo Mensa, good to see you, sis. We have to meet one of these days. Plan and meet, yeah. So let's talk about some tips to keep yourself productive instead of busy. The first thing is prioritization of your task. You have to prioritize your tasks. If we are fully honest with ourselves, we have to be fully honest with ourselves. We could admit that there will always be something that needs to be done. Especially if you are managing a business or something, things always come up. Situation arises, and that keeps you on your feet. constantly. Like if you are running a restaurant, whatever business, things happen constantly as you go ahead. And then all these tasks you need to do when it can be overwhelming. All the tasks you need to do can be overwhelming, and it will make you think you don't have enough time for any other thing. But the truth is, you have time, and you are only using you are using it the wrong way. We all have 24 hours a day, but some people think they need more hours. Why is it? Because they are using the time they have wrongly. They are not prioritizing. So they always feel overwhelmed and busy. Time is something we cannot recover once we lost it. And there is a saying that time waits for no one. So we have to prioritize. Prioritization is very, very important. It is a necessity. You can be successful if you don't prioritize your time. If you do things anyhow, anything goes, it won't yield any result for you. And people invest a lot of time in tasks that are neither important nor urgent. When you are prioritizing your time, you do things, you tackle the most important things first, and the tasks that are not that urgent, you can even hold on to it for later, or you can delegate to somebody else. Delegation is very important. If you have not heard about, there is this thing they called Eisenhower matrix. You can use Eisenhower matrix. It's about productivity. It's a framework built on productivity, prioritization, and time management. So it tells you you have to be productive. To be productive, you have to prioritize, and then your time management skills has to be on point. That is Eisenhower matrix. Eisen is EISEN, Eisenhower, IESENHOWER, and then matrix is MATRIX. So those of you who like reading, and then you want to prioritize your time from now on, just Google Eisenhower matrix, and then it will give you an idea. You will realize that maybe you are not becoming successful at what you are doing because you've clustered all your tasks together, and probably you are wasting time on the not so urgent or important things first, instead of tackling the urgent and important ones first and then delegating the other ones. There are 4 categories of tasks: urgent and important, urgent and not important, not urgent and important, and neither urgent nor important. So there are 4 categories of tasks. You try to organize your task according to the matrix, the Eisenhower matrix, and you will see that you handle a lot of them that are not important or urgent first. When you do that, you will realize your mistakes and then correct it. You should first, right, when you are organizing, you should first take care of the most urgent and important of them first, and try to delegate the others. Delegation of tasks is okay. There's nothing wrong if you delegate something. Don't try to be everything at once. You cannot. It's okay to ask for help. Do the most important things first and then delegate the rest. Delegation of duties is important. Some people use, I want to read this. Some people use the word busy to avoid interacting with certain people because they do not know how to set healthy boundaries, clear expectation, lack of effective communication, etc. Yes, so they will tell you they are busy just to avoid you. Yeah, that's true. So So in effect, Sister Joy is saying that we use the term busy wrongfully most of the time. We are not busy, but we think we are busy. Another way to become productive, make yourself more productive rather than busy, is to organize your calendar. You have to organize your calendar. You are probably organizing your calendar every time you need to do in your you are probably organizing everything you need to do in your calendar. And if you are not, then this is the time to start tracking your meetings, whatever you are doing, and deadlines. When you organize your calendar, you are able to track your meetings and reach your deadlines, because you will forget if you don't organize yourself, if you don't organize your programs. You might miss a deadline. Even in school, that's why we have, when you go to school, we have course outline. The course outline tells you which dates your assignments are due and the time. Most of the time, if you are writing papers, it's due, if it's due today, the 21st of October, the deadline to submit before penalty is 23:59, like 11:59 p.m. before midnight. If you submit after that time, there is a penalty. They might even, usually they take some marks off the work you did. So you will soon, when you organize your calendar, you will soon notice that your calendar is filling up. Sometimes you notice your calendar is filling up with lot of meetings, events, and tasks. And then your calendar is, you also realize your calendar is slowly becoming busier and busier. Busier and busier means it's filling up a lot. And then when that happens, it leaves no time for thinking about your tasks, and you get yourself immersed in the flow session. Like, you feel like you are too busy. But when you do the other, one tip would be to try, when you are organizing your calendar, to try organize your calendar to have enough time to finish your task. If let's say I have a meeting today at 6 o'clock, I have to organize, and Monday I have to organize my calendar that after the meeting today, I will have time to go over the meeting and then tackle the next topic or whatever we're going to discuss, prepare my minutes and everything before the next meeting, so you won't become overwhelmed. That is the essence of having a calendar. You organize yourself, its organization. Apart from the prioritization, you have to organize yourself too, because you might have a lot of 5 important issues. How do you tackle them? You have to organize them one after the other, so you won't become overwhelmed. Your calendar will not become too busy. When you do that, it gives you room to breathe. You can have fun while at the same time being productive. But if you cluster everything together, then that's when you start making excuses. I'm busy. You can't even sit down once in a while with the family to have a good dinner. And when you do that, you see, and you will meet your deadlines, and then you see an improvement in your productivity. You become more productive. You will become more productive, and things will move smoothly. Your calendar is slowly, when your calendar is slowly becoming busy, and then it leaves no time for you to think about the next task, you will immerse yourself and become overwhelmed. Don't allow that. So one tip is to try to organize your calendar to have time to finish your task. Leave yourself time before and after a meeting, like I said, and prepare for the next thing in your calendar. If I have a meeting today, I finish it, I give myself time to prepare for the next thing. That's how life should be. When you do that, you will see that the 24 hours in a day that we all have will be very productive. Give yourself time and space to think about what you have to do without being in a rush. This is for people who are always late. For me, I hate lateness. That African time doesn't work for me. If you are having a program, let's say a party, a naming ceremony, whatever you are having, and you tell me it's 7 o'clock, be sure that by 6:45 I will be there. I went to a friend's. I'm not the type who goes to all these parties, but it's a very, like a sister to me. She invited me. That was about how many years ago? Over 8 years ago, she invited me to a christening. I went there, and then the time she gave me, I went there at 8 o'clock, and the thing started at, I think, around 10. I left the place because I said, how it's so disrespectful, and it doesn't show. It's a waste of my time. That African time, it doesn't work for me, because I like to organize myself, even at work. If we start work at 7:15, one time I canceled my shifts. I do agency most of the time. Agency means agency nurse. I don't work only at my hospital. I move from hospital to hospital. And I like to go early and familiarize myself with where everything is before the shift starts. So this particular hospital, they know me. 7:30 we start. Sometimes 7:05 I'm already there. Even though I know the place, that's just me. I just like to go and relax before I start my shift, even at my own place. So I called the agency I work with to cancel the shift, and there was some miscommunication, so they didn't pass the message across. It was 7:24 or 7:25, and I hadn't showed up. The next day I called, they said, oh, it was 7:40 when it was 7:25 and you were not here. That's what two people told me. We told them, Angelina, if Angelina is not here, it's 7:25, and Angelina is not here. She's probably not coming. So they know, like, that's me. They know me. I like to organize myself, and it's even called time management. Time management is part of the Eisenhower matrix. Productivity, prioritization, and time management. These three framework are very, very important. If you want to be productive, successful at what you do, you have to inculcate it into your thing. I am new here. I really like your show. Oh, thank you, Yabua Doris. Welcome to Angie Talks, Yabua. For some people, organization is foreign to them because they do not have that capacity, and also not in a hurry to learn due to their fixed. Oh yeah, fixed. If you have a fixed mindset, you either see things black or white. You don't see. You are fixed. You don't see anything. You are not fluid. You are not fluid. You are stuck. You are static. You don't see dynamism. We can have, even with what I'm saying, we can have your calendar, everything written, but you can make changes as you go along. That is development. You might be successful at something, but you realize you have achieved what you needed here. You don't want to be stuck, or you don't want to create a comfort zone in yourself. So after achieving a success in something, you want to challenge yourself and tackle another challenging task. But if you are a fixed mindset person, you wouldn't organize yourself, because it's when you organize your calendar and your time, you prioritize, it makes you accountable. And most of us don't like accountability, because when you are accountable, when you do that, you make yourself accountable. Self-accountability have no room for excuses. And because we always want to blame others or make excuses for our failures, we avoid organization and all that will keep us accountable. So anything goes. When we don't succeed, we have stories to tell, which doesn't help. Christabel Chioma, I'm Nigerian actress. Thank you, Christabel Chioma. You are a Nigerian actress. Okay, I will Google you and watch your movies. Busy without not busybodies is useless. Productive is well. Yeah, so most people are busybody. You see them going up and down. But at the end of the day, the week, the month, they have nothing to show. Don't be a busybody. Be productive. There's no need. Don't try to impress people by going back and forth, making yourself look busy. You are deceiving yourself and you know it. Somebody might be sitting somewhere. You might think, what is, especially in this day and age with computerization and social media and everything, people will be working. You will never know. They will be working from home and making it. And you will be up and going, making yourself busy, wondering why is this person. In your mind you will think the person is lazy, but they are really working smart while you are just they are working smart, working productively and making it, and you are just making yourself busy without yielding any results. So be productive rather than busy. Also, give yourself time and space to think about what you have to do without being in a rush. That is when you organize your calendar and organize yourself. Organization will prevent that. You have a meeting, you know it's 7 o'clock. You should be there by 6:30 and relax. Don't get there at 7 and then you'll be rushing, looking for a place to park and all that. So you go feeling already overwhelmed. Why do you do that to yourself? It's unnecessary stress that you will bring to yourself. Stress of no help. That is what it's called. You bring yourself stress, great stress of no help. While it's good to sometimes it's good as it helps. Stress is good sometimes because it helps mobilize your resources, right? When you are sometimes stress is okay temporarily. It's proved to cause more. In the long run, it's temporarily it's good, but in the long run, it causes more damage physically and emotionally. I've talked about stress before, so you can go back and watch. Remember, you are in command of your calendar, your organization, your time. So you only have absolute power over it. We've all been given 24 hours. We all have 24 hours in a day, no matter whichever place you reside in the world. It's 24 hours. It's not 24 and a half or 5 hours for some people. We all have 24 hours. But how do you use your 24 hours in a day? I'm trying to read the messages, but something is happening. I'm in front of my laptop. It's gone blank. I don't know what to do. Probably I have to return it for repairs or something. So if I'm not able to respond to your messages, forgive me. I am going to respond after the video. I can't read anything from my laptop. It's gone blank. Also, another tip to be productive is stop spending time on unnecessary things on social media a lot. I do videos, but I don't spend all my time on social media. I just go and watch what the programs that will benefit me. And also stop wasting so much time spending so much time on email, going to your emails all the time. Some messages we can avoid to have it on email, like organization messages and all that. We have to respond email back and forth, but some things you can just call the person and talk to them rather than wasting time on internet and then the email on all that. So just stop spending time on things that doesn't benefit you. Call the person and talk to them if you need to, rather than having time to sit down and open your email and all that. If it's not business or official things, official messages that you have to respond via email, don't waste too much time on email. Just call the person and let them talk talk to them, or if you can meet them in person in the office, it's better. Another challenge is, another tip for being productive rather than busy is change your perspective on business. Some people take pride in seeing themselves busy because they think busy means they are doing something, but you can be busy without achieving anything. People often, they feel some kind of pride when they say they are busy. I'm very busy. We all used to say that, I'm very busy. Busybody, busy for nothing, right? We have all these sayings. We don't have them for nothing. There is a reason why we have all these busybody, busy for nothing, all these sayings, because we know, I think we said it without realizing what it meant, but now we know that most of the time being busy doesn't amount to anything. It amounts to nothing. The downside is that this business, when you think you are busy, it makes us think, when we say we are busy, it makes us think some activities are not productive and helpful at all. When you are too busy, immersed on something, your mindset is fixed on something, so you don't even see beyond you don't think outside the box or see beyond other opportunities. You miss opportunities if you keep yourself busy. Some opportunities comes in very unassuming ways, right? But you will think, oh, I'm busy. It could be that you are in a business that is not being, you are trying so hard, but you are not making headways. And there's been this free masterclass about how to be successful, how to successfully run your business. And you think, oh, I'm too busy to attend. Maybe it's a 15-minute thing you have to attend online, free. You said, oh, I'm too busy to attend. And that is the unknowingly, that is the masterclass that will turn your things around for you. But because you think it's not important, let me focus on this business. The business that is not pulling for you. Somebody is organizing a free masterclass on how to be successful at your business, and you think, oh, you are too busy to attend. You've missed an opportunity. Your fixed mindset has prevented you from gaining something valuable that will help you take your business, your not so doing well business, to the next level. So be open-minded and stop making yourself busy for nothing. It doesn't help. When you do that, you think some tasks are less important, and the fact is that the busy people, they are among the most the fact that they are among they are not they don't amount to nothing. The productive people are among the most people who become successful. It's very, very helpful to allow yourself time to breathe and reorganize and rethink. And sometimes you have to even reshuffle things. Let's think about a lunch break. Most people slip it. It's very common for nurses. One time, it's over a long time ago, it's been a while, when I started working as a nurse. I used to work, I wasn't a specialty nurse. Now I have one or a maximum of 2 patients because I do intensive care. But I was a floor nurse. And it's busy. You have about 5 to 6 patients on days. I had given done my assessment, documented, given my morning medication. I was trying to do more. It was like 10:30, and then I realized I'm feeling dizzy. So I told my partner, I need to stop everything and take it. Productivity gives you purpose. Yes, it does. So I told my partner, you know what, I have to stop everything. I feel I'm not diabetic, but I know my blood sugar is low because I need energy. I feel like if I don't stop everything I'm doing and go and have a break, I'm going to become a patient. So I stopped and went for a break. afterwards I had a clarity of mind to continue my work, right? I was keeping myself busy, but I realized I was becoming unproductive because even my mentation was altered. I felt so dizzy, like if I don't stop and go for break and have something to eat, because I've taken care of my patients. They've had their breakfast, toileting and everything, and it's almost 11 o'clock, time to have their lunch, and I haven't even had a cup of tea or coffee. So I stopped everything I was doing. I was making myself busy but not productive. I wasn't helping my own self. Busy, you can't be productive if you are tired, worn out. You need to gain your energy. So let's, like, don't skip your breakfast or dinner because you think you are so busy. You think you don't have time, and even you delay it. You will be surprised, but nurses delay things like even going to the washroom to pee. We make a joke that nurses are going to have UTI, urinary tract infection, because when you keep your pee for so long, that's what happens. We make a joke out of that because we think we are busy, but it doesn't help. Breaks are very important. Breaks are useful because they help you relax. When you go for break, it helps you relax, and you have a positive effect on your well-being, performance, and productivity. When you are hungry, right, and then you go for, after you've had a long meeting, they didn't serve, they are stingy, they didn't serve any they didn't serve any meal, right? So you are hungry, but after the meeting, or when they break, there's a break in the meeting, in between the meeting, you go and have a bite, something to eat and drink. You come back and you feel like, yes, I'm back, I have more energy, let's continue. But when prior to that, after a long meeting without anything to eat, you feel like, how many of you have been in a meeting and the person is talking, but you're like, you're not sleeping, but nothing is going anymore because the brain is tired. You need to take a break. I don't know why I can't read anything. I'm so sorry, but I will respond to everybody. I appreciate each and every one of you. Now I can't even see who is on and who is not on. Taking a proper break can give you a fresh perspective. It can give you a fresh perspective on your task. It's improve your creativity. When you are able to have a break, give yourself a break and rethink about yourself. Giving yourself a break, it's even like, we don't do it in our community, like Ghanaian community and Africans in general. We don't do this. We work and work and work throughout the year, most people, and we don't even take a break. My friends are traveling at the end. A couple of girls, I haven't done this before, me too, but I'm joining them. When I go, I'll take a picture and I'll make a video and you see. We need a break. We've been through a lot during the COVID, and it's still there, but it's not like before. I think it's time to take a break, go and relax, and come back with a new perspective. It really, really helps. It's time to break. When you take a break, it gives you a new perspective. You are a writer, a singer, you are doing a business. It's your creativity. You will realize your creativity level goes up because you come back with fresh perspectives. You leave the stress behind. This means that you can find new solutions. You can find new solutions to problem and manage it. You manage it to accomplish all your tasks until the deadline. If you take a break, you have the time to do whatever it is, the assignments, homework, and everything, and then when you come back, you are able to meet your deadline because you have a clear perspective. You gave yourself time. But if you put everything together, you wouldn't even finish one thing and you jump to the other. When you have a task, an important task, finish it, delegate the not so urgent to others so that you do it and do it well before you move to the next important task. My final thought about this, being productive and not busy, is business has become like, it has become like a badge. People wear it. Oh, I'm so busy. People, they use it with honor. It's like a badge. People are using it with honor. Business is not a badge, but there's no link between being busy and being successful. Like I said, a lot of people are busybodies. They roam about without, at the end of the day, the month, the year, you won't see them doing anything. So there's no link between being busy and being successful and productive. They have no link. They have no link. Having a crowded calendar makes you think that you do not have enough time, and you will fail to finish the task in time. When you have a crowded calendar, it makes you feel like you don't have enough time, and then you will not finish, or you will fail to finish the task in time. So delegate your not so important. I don't know how many times I have to do this. There's no need to make people you can do everything. Nobody can do everything at once. So be smart. Let's set your smart goals. Smart, specific, measurable, attainable. What's the smart? So, smart is specific. I've forgotten the R. Measurable, attainable. I forgot what the R stands for. I've forgotten the R. And then it has to be timely, right? You have to have the smart goals, so you know which ones to delegate and which ones not to delegate to others. So start using the Eisenhower. Start using the Eisenhower matrix. Like I said, it's based on productivity, prioritization, and time management framework. It's a productivity, prioritization, and time management framework. You do the most urgent and important things first, and then you delegate to the others. So start using it and prioritize your task. Prioritization, I can't reinforce it. I don't know how I cannot reinforce it any better. Prioritize your time. Prioritization is very important. You have the power. Remember, you have the power over your time. Your time doesn't have any power over you. We all have 24 hours. You have the power to decide what you are going to do with your time. So you have the power over your time. So start deciding what you have time for. Decide what you have time for. When you decide what you have time for, you wouldn't waste time on unnecessary things. Like I said, even social media, you would decide which platforms to go on and which ones not to go on. Sometimes I go to other platforms, I just stay there for a while, a little bit, and then I go. I just see things, I just laugh, and then I move on, right? So do not let busybody, don't be a busybody. Do not let business decide what you cannot do. When you become busy, you make yourself think you wear business as a badge of honor. It prevents you from achieving your goals and being productive because you are just busy. You think, oh, you don't have time for any other things. Having time with the family and friends, sometimes it's also very important. You never know when you meet. You can have a business ideas over meal. When you're having meal, somebody might say something that will help you. So don't put too much time, too much effort trying to be busy without doing anything. When I started secondary school, Form 1, those days, I had a classmate. She was so busy. One of our English teachers, she said, "Oh, Ami, busybody. You see this girl walking all over the school for whatever reason we didn't know." So the teacher just gave her the name Busybody, and it became her name. Before I go, let me tell you, there is this thing, I want to make it in Twi, but not today because somebody was telling me to start making my program in Twi. So what I'm going to do is, if I make a video in English for my non-Ghanaian, and not even in Ghana, not everybody speaks the Twi language. So I'm cognizant of that. I will make the video, I'll try to make the video in English, and then for the sake of people who cannot really comprehend the English language, I will try to translate it into Twi too at some point, so everybody it will reach a wider audience. All the new members, Chioma, Doris, and all of you, welcome to Angie Talks. I really appreciate your presence here, and all my followers, Sister Ajua, all of them, we support each other. I have a sister here, her name is Ajua Odo-Mensah, the Ajua Odo-Mensah Show. Go and follow her. She talks about mindset augmentation and a lot of stuff. Go and follow her and then support her page. It's called Ajua Odo-Mensah page. I think I will leave you here for now. Is it okay? Let me know. Sometimes I don't have the work keep me going, and then I don't have the time to I just talk about busy, so I'm not going to say busy, but I don't get the time to sit and show my face. Is it okay? I might not see your, we are on okay with the English. Okay, you are okay, but not everybody. Somebody's a couple of people said it, and I said I can't make it. When I started, I used to make my videos in Twi, but then if other nationals and even Ghana, not everybody speak English, it wasn't helping. So I changed so I can reach a wider audience. But I will try to make some in Twi after I've done the English version. What was I saying? Oh, my brain, I've forgotten what I was saying. I was going to say something. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. When I remember. Yes, Doris, welcome to Angie Talks. Yeah, so I don't take anybody for granted here, all of you. If I turn, it will be useless if I turn the camera on myself and nobody shows. Okay, I was saying sometimes because of work, I'm not able to show my face, but I will try. Even if I don't sit and talk, I will do audio broadcast. With audio broadcast, I can do it anywhere. Most places I will be able to just go live without showing my face and talk. I think if that is okay with you, leave me a comment, and then I will look through it, and I will try and do that as well. Have a lovely evening, everybody. I think most places is evening. It's late afternoon here, quarter to 3:42 here p.m. So it's evening in most places. Wherever you are, have a wonderful day. Remember, start being productive and stop being busy, because busyness doesn't lead to success. There is a clear difference between being busy and being productive. They are not the same. So don't stop wearing the honor of busy, the badge of busy, and making yourself look. Bless your heart for such a great show. Thank you. I don't see the name, but I saw this comment. I'm going to reply everybody. That's what I try to do. So have a lovely evening, afternoon, night, or even morning. If it's morning at your place. And take care, everyone. I will try and come back tomorrow with another topic. Bye for now. Take care. Love you all.